Home side made 2 changes to their lineup. Middle order batsman Nazimuddin came in for opener Junaid Sadiq, pushing Shahriar Nafiz up the order, and vice-captain Mashraf Mortaza returned at the expense of Seema Shahadat Hossain. As for the South Africans, they stuck with their policy of playing 2 spinners in Paul Harris and Johan Botha, who would be looking to exploit the favourable conditions. Bangladesh won the toss for the 2nd time in a row, and once again they decided to bat.
Andre Nell will start the proceedings with the new ball. It's time to say good morning to Athar Ali Khan.
Good morning, Shiva, and good morning to all. Yes, Andre Nell to start the proceeding for South Africa. Couple of changes for Bangladesh. Shahriar Nafiz has been promoted back to his original position where he started his career as an opening batsman, partnering Tamim Iqbal, who's going to take first strike.
Bit of bounce. We didn't see that in the test match. Andre Nell is a tall man. It's a lot of bounce at the first delivery.
A brand new wide ball. And a couple of overs, you'd probably see there would be a little bit of bounce as well. This was pretty good, actually. Look at the keeper. Maybe De Villiers taking it right by his shoulders.
Again, a little bit of encouragement for the faster bowlers. You did mention, Athar, about the wide ball. Does do a bit. Swings in the air in the first 8 to 10 overs, and also being hard as it is now. It's good to see that extra bit of bounce.
The debutant in the middle, Nazimuddin. Right of the screen, Imran, the bowling coach. Musharraf Hossain Rubel as well on the left of the screen. The youngster getting an opportunity.
And he's bowled in, bit of an inside edge, and Andre Nell has provided the early breakthrough. Bangladesh were looking for a good start, but not to be.
Well, whenever you expect that it is a good toss to win, then the disappointment comes in. Andre Nell bowling that one a lot closer to Tamim Iqbal. Just take a look at that. And inside edge onto the stumps. No shot at all. Poor shot selections from Tamim Iqbal, who looked really good in the first one-day international. He's gone back, bowled by Andre Nell in the very first over. Bangladesh, none for one.
The captain's walked in at number 3, which is a good sign. Can he take the responsibility? He's got a lot of talent. Everybody is aware of that. But he needs to be consistent. Could be a wide. That's the first run on the board for Bangladesh. Impact would have been outside the line of off stump. Alim Dar, the umpire, very experienced, and I think it was a good decision.
Good delivery, not a bad shout. Pitched that up on the line, and it's just got back in, perhaps just a shade outside the off stump. And the bat actually very close, perhaps touching the bat and the pad. Alim Dar not interested.
That's a good strike. It doesn't get better when you press in the full face of the bat. That would make him feel very, very good indeed.
Fantastic way to start his proceeding, Shahriar Nafiz. Didn't try to hit it too hard. Just pitched up. Just take a look at that shot. Didn't try to hit it at all hard. Just a gentle push, and right from the meat of the bat. 4. No problem whatsoever. Should give him a lot of confidence.
And those were the first runs off the bat. Two overs gone, 6 for 1. Great hit. He's full of talent. But has he been taken? It's an outstanding catch. One of the best catches that you will ever see. Albi Mokel, it is the man in the deep. He was a deep fine leg, at least covered a good 35 meters. The ball was in the air for a long, long time. Mohammad Ashraful would have thought it's going the distance. That is a stunning catch.
What a catch. Once again, Andre Nell pitching one short to Mohammad Ashraful, who likes to hook very early in his innings. Look at that. For a moment you thought it's gone all the way, but the fielder was there. Look at that. Right at the end, kept his eyes on the ball and took a very, very good catch at the end. 2 down.
Once again, the skipper disappoints. He's gone for no score. Bangladesh 6 for 2. The man who's making his one-day international debut, Nazimuddin, 89th player to play one-day internationals for Bangladesh, and he's the 7th player to make his debut in the last 7 months. That's gone through. It's come back in, and it's gone through.
That's a very good piece of bowling from Charles Lagerfeld. We saw a couple of deliveries which was pitched outside the off-stump, which left the right-hander. But on that occasion, that one coming back into the right-hander. Oh, nearly taking the bails. It's just the bounce that saved Nazimuddin. Look at that. It's gone through between the bat and pad, and good take by the keeper.
That's a good shot. He's beaten comprehensively with the last delivery, but he forgot about that, and he's played it in a much more comfortable manner to pick up 3 and get off the mark. 9 for 2. He's flicked it beautifully this time. Albi Morkel will have no chance. That's a great shot.
Certainly getting a good start for Bangladesh. The youngster Nazimuddin gets the crowd on its feet. Played a very good looking shot to open up his account. Straight drive down the ground for 3, and look at that shot on his leg, very strong on his leg side, and picked it up beautifully. Rather clipped it off his legs and gets his first boundary in one-day national cricket. Ah, what a shot. Once again, I'm not too sure whether he's picked it up off his legs, probably off the stumps. Second boundary for him. 17 for 2.
That could be close, and up goes the finger. Kept that rifle low. Shah Lagerfeld picked up a man who was looking dangerous, but I think he was a little unlucky because there was good consistent bounce on this pitch so far. This one seems to have kept low.
Yes, you'll feel kind of sorry for Nazimuddin. Looked really good, looked in control, but that delivery from Charles Lagerfeld just kept a shade low and caught Nazimuddin on his crease. Coming from, I'm not too sure whether there was a bit of bat there or not, but definitely straight onto the, would have gone and hit the stumps. Good wicket, really good wicket. Third one gone. First wicket for Charles Lagerfeld. He's gone for 11, 18 for 3.
Shakibul Hasan is the new batsman at the crease. He's an all-rounder and who can bat. Also bowl left-arm spin, but he's come in as a difficult time. You see the entire Bangladesh team, very young, just 20 years of age.
Has he got his man? They've gone for it. Yes, that is wicket number 4. Andre Nell has his third, and Bangladesh are tottering.
Well, Andre Nell's on fire. He's bowled very well this morning. There's been a little bit of movement there. I don't think Bangladesh was expecting that when they won the toss. They thought the pitch would be pretty flat, but movement through the air and off the seam. So Andre Nell has bowled particularly well this morning. He's picked up his third wicket. Joy for the South Africans. They are totally dominating their opponents at the moment. So 18 for 4.
For 4 Bangladesh. In walks in Rakibul Hasan.
Next one, for a come right arm over.
That's well struck. There's no pulling that one back. That was pretty comprehensive. That'll relieve some of the pressure.
full and wide. Gets the treatment.
It's now almost an hour since play begun, and you would now expect the ball to come on. Whatever hint of freshness would now have gone or evaporated. He's played that in the air, but played it well. Pretty deliberate, that one. Langerfeld didn't like it, but it's 4.
Oh, he didn't like it. It was a good shot, though. Good one-day shot. Well controlled. This delivery also bounces more than the batsman thought. He deflected that overslip, using a bounce well on that occasion. High-risk shot, but it worked.
That is a good shot. That is a class shot. That bit of room, and he latched onto it. Got 4 for it. 12 gone. 40 for 4.
This is a very good shot. Slow delivery. Perfectly negotiated.
Just beyond the point fielder. They're thinking of a second run. They're going for it. Here comes the throw. The calling wasn't too good. Rakib Al Hasan wanted it. Saqib Al Hasan, well, almost said no. Thankfully for them, they made it in the end.
Something to cheer about for the fans. 27 partnership between these two. Played it late, that's why I was able to get the placement fine. Very, very tame throw in the end. Took too much time to release the ball.
Well, the slow one slipped out of his hands. He reached for that one, slotted it away through the point region for 4 runs. That ends the 14th over, and Bangladesh have reached their 50. It's 51 for 4.
Off the edge, it's gone fine. Nobody's going to get there, so 4 more, the 50 partnership.
With that boundary, the crowd, as usual, any boundaries, the crowd will go on to their feet. Look at that, once again, Rakib Al Hasan opening the face of the bat and playing it a lot finer. Intentionally played, and a very good shot in the end, picking up the boundary and getting the partnership over 50 runs, which has been a very good one, out of which 29 to Rakibul, 21 to Saqibul, 53 of 87.
It's in the gap. It's gone for 4 as well. It was away from the body, it was wide, and he flayed at it. Couldn't quite control it, but managed to get it for 4.
Too wide, and Saqibul picked that up very quickly and put that away in the vacant spaces. With that boundary, Saqib Al Hasan crosses over 1,000 runs in one-day international.
It's off the edge and it's gone fine. Paul Harris is not going to catch that. The outfield's really quick. 4 runs.
Well, they have picked up singles, but once in a while they've also managed to pick up boundaries. Saqib Al Hasan playing that and getting an outside edge and getting past that fielder at a short third. A lot finer and a boundary.
Now, is that off the edge? Didn't seem to be off the edge, just seems to bounce a little bit more and go straight on. No. No, it did come off the edge. 100 comes up. That's why they're dancing. Look at that. They're ecstatic. Yes, it is an edge. It bounces, and there's no way Zabi de Villiers is going to catch that. The only person who would have a chance would be Slip, but there's no Slip there because there's runs all over the shop.
Half century. And listen to the crowd. Very well made half century. A one to remember. The crowds enjoyed it. But importantly, he needs to carry on.
Well-deserved half-century. Bangladesh was in all sorts of trouble when he came to the wicket, but he's fought hard, he's played well. And it'll be ideal if he can bat through the majority of the remaining overs.
He's cleared the infield. Bit of work to do. Good footwork. Goata, the fielder in the deep. And that too brings up the 100 partnership.
It's good inside, good shot inside out. So very good effort by these two. They played really well.
That's a wild shot. That really is a lapse in concentration. Can happen to a man who's playing just his second one-day international, also getting to his 50. But the important thing, there was turn and bounce.
There certainly was. It was a wider delivery. Maybe de Villiers getting the bowls off quite quickly, so a good piece of keeping as well. But Hassan getting his back foot into the crease in time.
Well, he's hit that straight down the throat of Smith. Rush shot, a rush of blood. Absolutely no need to do that. That is a very, very crucial wicket. Really threw it away.
I think the thing that went wrong there was I praised him. The minute I got to praise him, he's done something like that. Why would he do that? Oh, unbelievable. Short outside the off stump, right across the line, straight into the hands of mid-on. What a terrible end to a fantastic partnership. Rakib Al Hasan gone for a magnificent 63. Bad way to go, but it's now 137 for 5.
Well, Bangladesh have just lost another wicket after a brilliant partnership between the two Hassans. 137 for 5. Brings in Dhiman Ghosh, the newcomer, playing only in his second match. And he's got 15 in the first. He needs to stay there and give support to his partner at the other end, Saqib Al Hasan.
Oh, that can be something. No, there isn't. Just the bit of hesitancy within the ranks there. But the bowling card, now, South Africa done the right thing, coming back with Nell and Langerfeld. They've got the breakthrough. They're just going in with another couple of overs to press home the advantage if they can get another wicket here. Because the spinners didn't quite perform as expected. 3 overs to be gotten through between Botha and Harris, because they've Dumini and Peterson have bowled 4.
A bit of a yes and no. He has to come back in a hurry. There's a quick throw in. There's an appeal, but the umpire says that I've seen it in line. I found that the batsman had reached his ground. It didn't go for the third umpire. It was really, the calling was not that good because Ghosh has just come in.
This is good cricket from the South Africans. Quick throw, direct hit would have got him. But the keeper was in there and he's removed the bails. He's not asked for the third umpire and he's out by at least 1.5 feet.
Goodness gracious. Alim Dar didn't even go for the third umpire and he was, yeah, about a foot short. There he goes. Did he lose the ball? No, he had it in his gloves.
Even if he did lose the ball, Alim Dar was unsighted. He couldn't have seen that the ball is not in the gloves, but take another look. Ball is in the gloves. He's gone. So that's a stroke of good fortune.
Well, Bangladesh needed that very badly. I'm surprised that Alim Dar didn't go for that. He seemed pretty sure with his decision. I can't figure it out at all.
why wouldn't he go for the third umpire? Mickey Arthur at the sidelines can't believe it.
This happened once in Chittagong also, when about a catch, whether it had gone to hand or touched the ground, the umpires had the option to go for the third umpire. They didn't, and it was found that it was the wrong decision. So the umpire should take the... Now, at last, after a long wait, now, well, he's talked to the umpire. Maybe the third umpire had a chat with him on the wireless, on the...
Maybe whatever it is, you would like justice to be done, but finally good senses prevailed. Maybe Mickey Arthur, maybe Graham Smith, maybe he got a word in his ear, but he's asked for the third umpire now. It's the third umpire's decision, and I think he's got to go.
Akhtaruddin Shaheen is the third umpire. I think he might just go for that red light, and there it is. Well, he thought he had the great escape, but unfortunately for him, is well shot. The calling was not good. Diwan Ghosh has to walk back to the pavilion. Lots been happening. Abdur Razak is the new batsman. 25 years old, 257 runs so far. He's into his 57th match. Not an average to write home about, 13.53.
Okay, take another look at that wicket. He goes back. There are 2-3 things that I want to point out. Number one, if you're a youngster watching, look where he's holding the bat. Now, maybe it wouldn't have mattered on this occasion because he was out by over a foot. But he's holding the bat. Now, he's holding the bat right here. If you look at the handle, there's almost 6 inches if he holds it here. Now, that's what he's lost. In a close situation, he might have gained 6 inches, so he's holding the bat wrong. And he didn't dive. And he didn't dive. He's gone. So that is another wicket that's fallen. So you get one and you get 2 or 3. That's been the case.
Well, it's all falling apart suddenly after that very good partnership between the two Hassans. Really, Bangladesh have again lost 3 very quick wickets. 2 very quick wickets. 138 now, trying to drive at a ball wide of the stumps. No foot movement. You could hear that little click as it touched the bat. Appeal from A.B. de Villiers, and he's absolutely elated. I've got another one, he says. Bangladesh in dire straits now. Abdur Razak out for not 138 for 7. How quickly things can change. Brings in Mashrafi Mortuza. There he is in his 73rd match. 746 runs so far. He needs to play solidly. He can be a good hitter of the ball, but he's been out of sorts recently, not his true self. And that is Saqib-ul Hasan's 50 as he tucks that ball away nicely. Brings a big cheer from the crowd and the coach, assistant coach, everyone's elated. So 2 50s in this innings for Bangladesh, and that is very, very well played.
Catch! Gone! Straight to cover. Saqib-ul Hasan on 52, looking to go over the infield, doesn't clear Herschel Gibbs. And Jan Botha's got his first wicket. A good innings comes to an end.
Good piece of bowling. Right at it. Saqib-ul Hasan making room and hitting, trying to hit over the top of Herschel Gibbs, who's standing at short cover. Getting himself dismissed after making 52. A lot of hard work. Just he couldn't go on. 52 he got at the end. Bangladesh 148 for 8.
So Musharraf Hussain is in to take up the batting.
Oh!
May go for 4. Yes, it will. Full toss, looking for the Yorker. Just missed his length. In fact, missed it by quite a way and punished.
Mashrafi Murtaza cutting loose. That one pitch short. Sorry, fuller length. Full delivery actually. Full toss. Moving away. Making room. And crack again to the point boundary.
Call was for 2 again. Oh, someone's out. Someone is out. The call was 2, but not both believed there could be 2. The throw came in, and 2 batsmen were at one end. So Albie Morkel does the fielding, and Andre Nel completes it by throwing the ball to the keeper, and Bangladesh lose their 9th wicket.
Mashrafi Murtaza played that at long off. It was Musharraf Rubel who's supposed to come back and go back for the danger end. But then again, Mashrafi Murtaza was not even interested. Long way out. No run there for sure. Run out for 4. Bangladesh 172 for 9.
Syed Russell comes to the wicket. Is on strike as well. They just have 1 wicket standing, Bangladesh, and have 173 on the board. Gone! All out! Shah Langafel gets number 3. Bangladesh bowled out for 173, batting first here at the Sher-e-Bangla Stadium in Dhaka.
Once again, Mashrafi Murtaza making room and gets himself in a bit of a tangle. Hit it straight. Try to hit it very hard. Just managing to hit it in the safe hands of Paul Harris. So Bangladesh all out after deciding to bat first. 173.
So for the second successive game, Mohammad Ashraful would have felt his side underscored, having won the toss and decided to bat. At 18 for 4, matters could have got even worse, but a defiant stand of 119 between Shakib Al Hassan and Rakib Al Hassan helped the hosts limp their way to 173. For the South Africans, as in the first game, it was the seamers who did the damage. Andre Nel ripped out the top order to finish with figures of 4 for 27, and opening partner Shah Langafel chipped in with 3 wickets to ensure the Bangladeshis fell short of the 200 mark. 174 was the target for the visitors.
That is a good shot. There is not going to be any pulling that one back. It's a fast outfield. Leg stump half volley is bread and butter for this man.
It's a poor delivery. It's a good shot. Good balance there by Graham Smith. Timing is good as well, but that's right into his area, so disappointing from a Bangladesh point of view. Smith really misses out on that sort of an opportunity. Gibbs out, walking across his stumps. We've seen him do it far too often. There's no point standing there looking all surprised, because he just walked straight across the stumps, put the front foot across, planted it, and then played around the front pad. So when you do that, you're asking for trouble.
Yes, it looked plumb to me, unless he got an inside edge onto that. Absolutely dead and buried. Just take a look at where his front pad is, and then he's forced to play across it. You're bound to miss it because you've missed the line at the start. 1 down. Herschel Gibbs gone for 3. It's 13 for 1. That can be close unless there's an inside edge. Nadir Shah, very competent umpire, has ruled in favor of the batsman, much to the disappointment of the crowd.
This would have been close. It's just again a matter of whether the ball pitched outside leg stump. Only just. It would have gone on to hit the stumps, no doubt. Probably would have hit middle stump, but pitched a fraction outside leg stump.
Well, that is a wonderful shot. He's just the flick of the wrist off the back foot, and it's gone. No, it hasn't. Yes, it has. Great effort, but to no avail. But that was a spectacular shot.
He's very strong on the onside, Hashim Amla. He played this quite beautifully. He used his wrists, played it nice and late, and placed it very well.
You don't normally see a shot like that. Ashraful tried his best, but then couldn't quite keep it in play. Again that shot, and this was even better. Magnificent. Rarely will you see shots played with such emphasis. It's 25 for 1. Absolute treat. 2 shots played off the back foot, just the flick of the wrist past mid-on. That's a feast.
Just give him too much width to free his arms. He's a strong man, he's a big man, and he's not going to lose out. Boundary to end the over. It's 37 for 1.
The man on form, Graham Smith, any opportunities coming his way, he'll put it to the sword.
Definite inside edge on that occasion, but here it's come from the middle of the bat. This gets to the fence. More runs for Smith on the leg side.
As Mohammad Ashraful bowled Syed Russell in the first ODI. Full quota of overs straight, 10 overs. It all depends how well he bowls in. Look at that shot. Pitched up, and once again, Graham Smith very strong on the onside. He's the man in form. So any deliveries which is asked for to be hit, he will put it to the boundary. Gone. That's a good catch. Super catch. And he's disappointed. Abdul Razak has taken a blinder.
Certainly has. He's anticipated the catch extremely well. As a bowler, when you look to bowl for the batsman to drive you off the front foot, you've got to expect a return catch. Very quick through the air, 99 Ks, and was firmly struck. The umpire was ducking for cover, but not the bowler. Made it look very simple. Amla can't believe it. Magnificent return catch. So Razak strikes, and Bangladesh have picked up their second wicket. Hashim Amla gone for 16. South Africa 45 for 2. AB de Villiers is the new batsman. He's a good player, just 24 years of age. Look at the strike rate, 86. Best of 146, decent average. It'll only get better.
Nicely played off the back, would back past the bowler. Oh, it's gone through that fielder and will go all the way to the boundary. Super shot.
Stand and deliver. It wasn't a half volley. The boundary brings up the 50 for South Africa. Not the easiest shot to play. Slower delivery again, but waited for the ball to come on to him. Presented the full face of the bat. Depended more on timing. Very good shot. His first boundary, AB de Villiers. Razak will continue, and to continue commentary, Pomi Mbangwa and Shamim Chowdhury.
Laxman Sivaramakrishnan, thank you very much. She knows exactly what was going on. Not a catch. He didn't catch it. He dived rather extravagantly, but couldn't quite get there. Good effort. One hand, and then it pops out. When the elbow hits the ground, he's just unable There you go. She saw it. The rest of the crowd, they were still going with the appeal. Outside the line of off stump. A long way outside.
Sure was no problems for the umpire, but the appeal backed up by the wicket keeper. It's got the crowd going, that's for sure.
Yeah, they're getting quite excited. It's just outside, actually. Yeah! Got him. He's dragged one on. He's looking to drive outside that rough. It's outside the off stump. There's a few rough patches. It's crumbling off the top. And it's pretty difficult to play through the offside. And he's dragged it onto the stump. So 3 down.
Brilliantly done by Razak, drawing out Graham Smith inside edge onto the pads and then trickling onto the stump. Delighted with that performance is Abdur Razak, and Bangladesh have got one more. Very crucial wicket of Graham Smith, out for 28. South Africans 60 for 3.
60 for 3, South Africa. They've lost their captain, Graham Smith. He's gone for 28. And in comes Jean-Paul Dumini, 23 years of age. An incredible talent, is in his 27th match. Not out. They're appealing for everything.
Well, the umpire had a close look at that. Nadir Shah has done exceedingly well with his decision so far. Let's have a look at this one. Maybe a little bit of bat onto pad, very difficult to judge, just on the line of off stump.
He's got it in the gap this time. AB de Villiers struck it well too. A couple of runs, and that's all they need to do really at this time. Just nudge it in the gap, make sure they find the gap. At present, all that's been happening is that they've been finding the fielders. This is the leg before shout. And the shout was, it was pad first. That's why they'd have been shouting. Too close to call for the umpire there. Misfield, instead of 1, it's 2. And this is where they need to be really tight. Bangladesh, keep it all tight, cannot afford any freebies.
Abdur Razak just taking his eyes off the ball as he about to pick it up, just slithering through. Awkward bounce also. Ball going through his fingers.
Not out. It's turning a whole lot. Well, they'll ask for everything, so you don't want to die wondering. And it's hitting him outside the off stump as well.
Running the first one hard. It gives them an opportunity to get the second run very easily indeed. De Villiers just applauding the effort of his partner, Jiminy. Doesn't make use of the surface. It's all getting a little too easy. Almost a collision between the two batsmen in the middle. The 2 brings up the 100 for South Africa.
Poor delivery, full toss on leg stump, so don't really know what Ashraf is trying to achieve at this point.
But he's gone for it, he's played it fine, he's going to run away for runs. They are very quick and he's come back. Very fast, these two in between wickets. 3 for Dumini. played that fine. He plays the sweep well.
Yeah,
And they're very, very quick between the wickets to come back for the third.
yes, once you have the fielders inside the circle, what it does that it will be difficult for the batsman to take those cheeky singles. And that will keep the pressure on, put the pressure on to the batsman, and then they'll try to do something different, perhaps try to hit a shot in the air.
Good running between the wickets. They're quick, these two. He's played that fine again. That's the fourth time he's played it so fine, beating that fielder. He's done well to retrieve it, and he needed a little bit of time to adjust his shades. If you take a look at that, that's great effort. Keep your eyes on the chase, the dive, spectacular. He's done it, and now, that's right. First things first.
That's off the back foot. And when you have a fielder inside and you bowl a bad ball, you will be punished. That is a good shot. That is the first boundary in this partnership.
First boundary in 147 balls. Short outside the off stump and punched away. So much room. Won't be very proud of that delivery, Musharraf Hussain. Sorry, that was Razak. That ends the over, 5 runs off it. It's 139 for 3.
Oh, that's a good delivery. There's an appeal for stumping. No response from Nader Shah again. And I suspect that will also be a good decision. He's given some good ones today.
This will confirm or deny what you're saying.
It's just confirmed it.
There you go, that's it. Gets the gap, gets one more, gets to 50. AB de Villiers, it's been a valuable innings. It's appreciated by his teammates. Shown a maturity in getting to that 13th ODI 50. South Africa 146 for 3. And AB de Villiers has got a few issues. He's cramping. 150 up for 3.
South Africans reaching their 151st one, taking 80 balls. It's been steady all the way through. The second one a little longer because a couple of wickets had fallen during that period. And then again, slow and easy. That has been the motto of the South Africans right through this innings. No risks taken at all.
AB de Villiers, though, he's cramping up. And that is Shane Jabbar, who's with him. Having a chat is probably... Yes, that signal is for a runner. This is it. He plays, the shot starts to go, and then oopsie. Hamstrings. That left hamstring.
Well, guess what? Runner's out. So he does need a runner. Smiling about something, Tommy? About the activity of the players in the middle. Bangladeshis really need some more encouragement at the last moment, at the last throw of the dice. They've got to take a wicket if they're going to get anywhere.
And that's going to be a boundary. Slog sweep over mid-wicket. So both players had to work hard initially, but they stayed calm. AB de Villiers battling. He's got cramp. He suffered from that before in his career as well, so it just looks like that left hamstring is cramping up quite badly.
Just a second boundary in his 59 of 101 balls. There's no man at deep mid-wicket. Risky shot against the turning ball, but he took it on the half volley and placed it in the big gap. He's got a hamstring problem. He's looking to step out because that's his natural instinct. He likes to step out and get to the pitch of the ball. He's played a good hand so far. I'd like to stay there till the very end. And again, it's in the air. That has cleared the man at short mid-wicket. Should get 2 for sure. This 2 is all they'll get. 46 overs gone, 162 for 3. Look at that. You say it's a difficult pitch. The ball pitched outside the line of off stump and it's going to be declared a wide. And Jumini looked like he was looking to play through the offside, trying to get himself a little bit of width.
He was shaping to cut that one, but it just kicked and bounced and turned alarmingly. JP Duminy needing just 4 to get his half century, deserves it. Have a look at this delivery, pitched outside off stump and turned and bounced down leg side, so that gives you some idea of how the surface has deteriorated.
1 required to win. Tamim Iqbal, the bowler. Very unlikely he might get to his 50, Jiminy, but he's played well. Just a small milestone, but the important thing is his contribution. Over the top, and those are the winning runs. That should be maximum. It's cleared the boundary rope by a huge distance. De Villiers has played an exceptional innings. Normally a natural striker of the cricket ball, but today he's been well in control. Just played himself in, and along with Jumini, was involved in a match-winning partnership of 119.
Result was never really in doubt after South Africa reduced Bangladesh early this morning to 18 for 4. South Africa lost the toss, but they bowled well. Conditions were good for bowling early on. They were spot on the money, restricted Bangladesh to a total that was always going to be very difficult for them to defend, and South Africa won very easily in the end.
It's South Africa then who win the series by taking an unassailable 2-0 lead, thanks mainly to the calm batting of AB de Villiers and JP Duminy, which saw them home. Tight early bowling from Mashraf Mortaza and Abdur Razak had the visitors tottering for just a moment at 60 for 3, but in the end they cruised to their target with almost 2 overs to spare. It was Aaron Lal who led the post-match presentation.
Well done again, Graham. 2 out of 2, so you'd be pretty pleased with your team's performance.
Yeah, I'm very happy. I mean, we are a pretty inexperienced team in these conditions at the moment after having sent a few of our experienced players home. So to have won the series in the first 2 matches is obviously fantastic, and I think the guys have really done well and learnt a lot so far.
And the wicket today, it did spring a few surprises. In the morning it was assisting a little bit of seam movement.
I think there was more swing there than seam movement, but it deteriorated quite a lot in the afternoon. It slowed up a lot, got a little bit too paced and started to spin. So I think it was obviously a good toss to win for them, and getting runs on the board is obviously crucial. So I think for us to have restricted them to 174 was obviously a very good effort.
And Nell and Langeveld did a great job for you.
Yeah, it was a bit of an emotional morning, but I think they bowled really superbly well, and I'm really chuffed for them. I think Nella was fantastic today. I think he really led from the front and backed up superbly with Langas, and then we were really good to the middle, was able to squeeze.
Ashraful, bad luck. Never enough runs, batting not clicking.
Yeah, obviously, first power play we lost 25 for 4, but 5-wicket partnership, Sakib and Rakibul batted really well, but that 37 over Rakibul out, bad time out, he got out.
I thought the morning there was a little bit of freshness on the wicket. Maybe you did not have a good strategy. You were attacking the new ball.
They really bowled well, but we didn't bat well.
Yes, 2 down, there's still a lot to play for, a lot of pride to play for. And how are you gearing up for the next one?
Yeah, obviously, we have to play well. We need to improve our cricket. If we score 230 plus any game, I think we can beat them.